Hey everyone, welcome to Area 616 and to my recap of Day 1 at the San Diego Comic-Con in 2017. I wasn't there, but today I'll be going over all the news we got from it, including casting reveals, story details, artwork, footage, etc. I'll go over a bunch of things, but the main topics today will be Legion Season 2 and Inhumans, but I'll also touch on the Defenders, the Punisher, Black Panther, Avengers Infinity War, Runaways, and more. As you noticed, I put timestamps on the screen as I name stuff, and that's just because I figured not everyone is interested in the same stuff, so this way you can skip to what you're interested in hearing about. In any event, a lot of ground to cover, so let's get cracking. So we got some super sweet artwork today. First of all, we got a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive poster for the Defenders and the Punisher last week. So there's those, but today we got Ryan Mandering's concept art posters for Black Panther and Avengers Infinity War. Both of them are super cool. On the Infinity War poster, we see Spidey in his Iron Spider suit, which is really neat. In Black Panther's poster, we see these purple lights on his helmet, which are very reminiscent of the comics. We got a new, let's call it sizzle reel from Netflix for the Defenders, which features Stan Lee giving a heroic speech over clips from Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage and Iron Fist, and finally the Defenders. And after the title cards roll, we got one more piece of footage.
Looks like I got here just in time.
The first tiny glimpse of footage from the Punisher. This whole trailer is really great, and I'm excited to see the first trailer for the Punisher when it comes out. The night I upload this, actually. But I'll do a video on it the following day. I don't think this is from the San Diego Comic-Con. I'm pretty sure it was separate. But it was announced at the same time, and it's cool, so I just figured I'd talk about it. According to Hulu, the first episode of the Runaways 10-episode season will premiere on Tuesday, November 21st, 2017, which is a lot sooner than I thought. I was beginning to bet March or April 2018, but I'm definitely not complaining that it's sooner. We also got a leaked trailer last week, but it's been deleted, so I can't really show it to you. Alright, so there was a Legion Q&A panel at the San Diego Comic-Con. Present were Noah Hawley, the showrunner, Dan Stevens, Rachel Keller, Aubrey Plaza, Gene Smart, Amber Midthunder, Bill Irwin, and Jeremy Harris. They answered plenty of questions, many of which were very interesting. I'll go over what's most relevant here. First thing we learned, Season 2 will have 10 episodes, 2 more than Season 1. A lot of us already knew that, but I figured I should still mention it. I'm definitely excited to see even more Legion. Also, it seems like Sid might be in a slightly better place in Season 1. As Rachel says, it's all about an exploration of who am I, and what am I capable of, and how do I reckon with something I thought was wrong and made me sick, but I can now use to help people and deepen a relationship she feels strongly about. So it seems like in Season 2, she's starting to realize her powers aren't necessarily a curse. Noah didn't say much as to what happened to David at the end of Season 1, but he did say that he'd have to find his way back. I thought it'd be the other way around, and the first couple of episodes of Season 2 would have the group going to save him, but it seems like he'll more or less be doing it himself. On Sid and David's romance, Holly described it by saying if Season 1 was the honeymoon, Season 2 is exploring how this actually works. Holly also said that in Season 2, we'd start to explore much more of the other characters' history, like we did with David in Season 1. One of the biggest reveals of the panel was the announcement of a new cast member, said Tug Maui as the Shadow King. One person suggested this could be the original Shadow King as a way to explore its/Lenny's backstory. As for Professor X, they repeatedly said, "We're working on it," and not much more. And when asked if they'd use Patrick Stewart or James McAvoy, He said it depended on who says yes. When asked if David would be more stable in Season 2 now that the Shadow King is out of him, the answer is not necessarily. Quote, now he has to face up to the fact that without that thing in him, he's like everybody else. He has good ideas and impulses, bad ideas and impulses. It might be interesting to see his hubris. I'm a hero, so everything I do is heroic. Stevens then simplified it into he's still got some issues. Some of the actors were asked what they wanted from their characters in Season 2. Smart said she wanted to tango with Oliver. Plaza said she wanted to ride a horse, which I could definitely see happening. And Stevens asked to get out of the orb, to which Holly replies, not until you eat your vegetables. And one last big announcement, Noah Hawley is making a Doctor Doom solo movie for Fox. This is so surprising, I had no clue any of this was going on. And I'm also super conflicted because, I'd really rather the Fantastic Four just go back to Marvel and Fox just stop trying, but at the same time, it is Noah Hawley who's making this, and he's awesome, so I don't know. There was an Inhumans panel. The entire cast was present, as well as Scott Buck and Jeff Loeb. Lots of things were said, as well as some footage and a new trailer, so let's dive in. Buck said his goal here was to view the royal family as people without powers, putting them in situations their powers can't get them out of. That sounds actually kind of good, but this is still Scott Buck, so I'm still skeptical. Also, apparently here it's much less Maximus the Mad and more Maximus the Cunning. Rayon, the actor who plays him, has stated many times the show has no villains. He's genuinely trying to change the world, and change for people who are living in the terrible caste system, as he said. So it seems like Maximus will be a much more sympathetic villain here, which is definitely interesting. Ellen Waglom's mystery character was finally revealed to be Luis, an original character who apparently has knowledge most humans don't. My guess is she somehow finds out about Adelan. Also, apparently they have created an all-new form of sign language between Black Bolt and Medusa, which is neat. Maximus was discussed even more, with them saying he went through the Terrigen process and got nothing, so he's really a man of the people. The only reason he's not down working in the mines is because he's the king's brother. This also implies Maximus doesn't have the mind control powers he does in the comics, though that makes sense, and it is said that he's very persuasive here. It was confirmed that the first 2 episodes would play in IMAX theaters on September 1st, followed by the same episodes premiering again on September 29th. But that time, it said there will be extra scenes in them. As for footage, we got clips of Triton trying to rescue a young Inhuman on Earth, this girl assumedly, a clip from a dinner sequence where there's a disagreement between the royal family, and some action scenes with Karnak and Gorgon, and with Medusa using her hair. And then of course there's the trailer. Marvel released a new trailer online, and I seriously wish they'd use this one up front, because this is a lot better than the first one. You remember, I wasn't exactly pleased with the first trailer, but this one's a lot better. Now, it's still not that great. The songs may be a little on the nose, even if it does make the trailer a lot more entertaining. Also, the costumes don't just magically look better. They're still pretty uninteresting. Not to mention Triton looks absolutely terrible. However, this trailer is better. We see more action, more effects, etc. And it looks better than the last time, to the point where I'm almost not sure that this is going to suck. Only time will tell, but this trailer has made me a little bit more excited for Inhumans. A little bit. Also, this panel did teach us how to pronounce a couple of Inhumans terms. Previously, I thought it was Attilan and Gorgon, but apparently it's actually Adelan and Gorgon. Regardless, what did you guys think of all this? The Inhumans trailer, the Doctor Doom announcement, the Legion Season 2 panel, all of it. Let me know all your thoughts and theories in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow, when I go over the panels for the Defenders, the Gifted, and more.
Maybe I'm foolish, maybe I'm blind, thinking I can see through this and see what's behind. Got no way to prove it, so maybe I'm lying. But I'm only human after all.